Imagine this. You're stuck in a job that's draining your soul and you're dreaming of something bigger, but you're paralyzed by the what ifs. Does this sound familiar? What if changing your relationship with fear could set you free? In this video, I'm going to share with you what's behind your fear and what to do about it. If you're anything like most people, you likely struggle with fear, especially during critical junctions, critical decision points throughout your life. I was talking to a client recently who felt like he had one foot on the gas and one foot on the brakes in his life. He was in a career that was no longer fulfilling. It was no longer meaningful to him. He felt as if he wasn't growing and actualizing his potential through his work. He lost touch with his purpose. And yet, at the same time, he was afraid of stepping out and venturing off on his own. This is something extremely common that we all face. It's, in essence, a fear of failure, a fear of what will happen if things don't go the way we plan. And at the heart of this, at the heart of us wanting to step out and venturing into something that we're being called to, while also a part of us fearing what's going to happen if it doesn't work out, is how we handle fear. And I'll offer that it's not the fear itself that we struggle with, but rather our relationship to fear itself. Think about that for a moment. It's not the fear, it's how we relate to the fear. In other words, I'll put this differently. It's not the fear, it's instead our resistance to feeling the feelings of fear itself. You can experience this for yourself right now. Imagine, pause the video and visualize a situation from your past that induced fear in you. Really try to paint a picture. Imagine yourself there. Imagine what you were hearing, what you were seeing, what you were feeling, who you were around. Really try to paint a clear picture for yourself. I encourage you not to think of anything traumatizing, but really see if you can elicit the experience of fear. You'll begin to notice that as you do this, your heart might begin to race. You might feel a pit in your stomach. All of these sensations, you might feel contraction or tension around your face, your forehead, your jaw. These are totally normal sensations. And when we begin to experience them, our minds does a handful of things. One, it begins to create an image of that fearful situation, let's say of the future. Let's say of, in this case with this client, a fear of running out of money and dying. Now, in his mind, he was coming up with a picture of him literally dying if he ran out of money. And the sensations that he was experiencing alongside that image induced weren't the overwhelming aspect of this. The overwhelming aspect was the image that he was imaging, that he was imagining himself. It's as if, imagine you're a little kid and you draw a picture of a dragon, and the image of the dragon that you draw is so fear-inducing that you run away screaming and crying to your parents. That's what our mind does. Our mind is like a little child that paints a picture of something that it fears, and then it forgets that it drew the image itself. It forgets that that image is appearing inside itself, and it's not an actuality. It's not a reality in and of itself. So I'll offer that it's not the sensations themselves that cause the difficulty, but by feeling through them, we get to move beyond the resistance that we are experiencing as we relate to fear itself. So see if you can conjure up an image of fear, drop the image, and then just stay with the raw felt experience. When you can move through the raw felt experience, your embodied first person experience of the sensations of fear itself, you begin to shift your relationship to the resistance of fear. You begin to witness and to realize that these sensations, these little vibrations, are nothing but that. They're significantly smaller than what you essentially are. They arise in your experience, and they can be felt through you. They can be felt and witnessed through your presence. It just requires you slowing down enough to disentangle yourself from the fear, and also disentangle the fear, the image of it, from the raw felt experience of it. If you can live with the raw felt experience of fear for the rest of your life, that is the first step in you radically shifting your relationship to fear. In fact, you might consider asking yourself, what's fear if I don't call it that, without the label that I attach to it? What is fear? I hope this video blesses you. If it does, take a look at the fear guided meditation that I have down in the description below. I think it will serve you in going deeper down this route and in totally revamping and shifting how you relate to fear so that you can do the types of things that are difficult, that are calling you forward, and remove the obstacles in the way, namely fear. Peace.